Here we go. The impossibility of the future. You were never broken. You were just playing Wolfenstein 3D for real, in real life. A nightmare setting. Maribor, 9th of December 2025. You know how to stop me, but you just don't have the discipline. Leonard Cohen. Mistakes are the portals of discovery. James Joyce. Everything is everlasting. A Hanukkah blessing. Yes, love is all there is, and I doubt that there's nothing really of any worth, and all other things are of little or no value without it. And what needs to be done needs to be done. Material things do matter. Organizing your life in a way that works for you and serves your community, humanity and nature and the self does matter, and avoiding is immature at best and pathetic at worst. Especially if you consider yourself an adult or are supposed to consider yourself as one. And the reason the self-help industry in the form of fake father figures, eternal life tech bros, and scheming frauds promising you infinite woman booze and alpha male supremacy is booming is simply because there is such a need for an actual, genuine, honest, compassionate, but direct, divine masculine that's been intentionally put aside, vilified, destroyed, and programmed into a docile, subservient, harmless parody of a man. And this is a fact. If you haven't figured this out, with all due respect, stop reading and walk away and unsubscribe and stop watching. It'll be pointless for you to read or listen on. And the same has been done with facts and objective measures that could help us organize our inner and outer world. That is also by design and adds in a dopamine loop of keeping your brain hooked on the next big thing or the next big disaster, the next big whatever. And in this way, you have prepared a slave nation for the AI overlords gleefully developing more and more powerful chimeras and digital monstrosities nobody even understands, let alone controls, that are here for the harvest. And it's not some conspiracy, this is more or less openly declared by the madman, the AI prophets of the quote-unquote modern age in private conversations in their kitchens. When talking to investors, of course, they have a whole different story for the public, promising salvation in exchange for slavery, the solution of privacy and willing ignorance of what is actually going on. Gen Z have actually figured out the game and are living social media in droves and exchanging smartphones for stupid old bones. Not so unintelligent after all, huh? So what's the point of all this rant? Simple. The disease is real, the cure being offered is fake, somewhat like just what happened the last 5 years. We do have a crisis of masculinity and a crisis of femininity, and yes, traditional roles are changing, and that is inevitable, but that does not mean anything goes. Or that all that the past has offered is of no value. It just means wisdom, discernment, and intelligence, true intelligence, consciousness, so to speak, is becoming more and more essential. Artificial intelligence, no matter how powerful it becomes, is just a mishmash of our imperfect and often completely random madness we have shared all over the internet. This is its learning ground. Our lowest desires, our most base rage baits, trolls a la carte. That monstrosity cannot be made ethical, even if we program it as such and order it to be. It's just not gonna work. Go and read some articles about it. For complex reasons, but simply put, lowest common denominator is the next viral thing. As long as we program our AIs with that garbage, it is better for it to be turned off, stopped, and started again. We need to bring wisdom back to the table. And there's no one and only way to do it. Running back to outdated traditions won't work. Finding wisdom in them, discarding what longer serves us, may be of assistance. The future is hermetic, or it'll be one big smorgasbord of rotten flesh, pun intended. Divinity and consciousness are not some random terms who you add to your portfolio, your Instagram feed. It's the essence of how you live and how you create your future and change what you think about the past. The alternative, well, take a look around and see the genocide you don't want to see, the deceit you want to pretend is just random and passing, the addictions, chemical, digital, spiritual, and whatnot, and what is the nightmare of total control, digital IDs and credit score systems for what is left of humanity. That is seen as cattle by some elites and as batteries by others. How about choosing something different? There's always choice. And we can always choose expansions, miracles, and for lack of a better word, kindness, gentleness, and truth. Happy Hanukkah, merry upcoming Christmas, and may the new moon rider of the bold Sagittarius show you a greater dream. With love, kindness, and a sense of holy madness. Alpho, Samo. Love you all. Marry everything. And may the wisdom that you are carry you home. Bye bye.